Alright, example 1, we want to graph this equation, but even more importantly, we want to identify the vertices, covertices, and foci of the ellipse. Now look at that equation. 4x squared plus 25y squared equals 100. Whenever you deal with an ellipse equation, you always make it equal to 1. So the question is, how do you do that in this case? It's equal to 100. Well, divide by 100, right? Divide everything by 100 and watch what happens. You get 4 over 100, cancel that, that is 1 over 25, so x squared over 25 plus y squared over 2500, so that's 1/4, so y squared over 4 equals 1. Now that it's equal to 1, now you can start identifying things. Well, what are some characteristics about ellipses? Well, you want to deal with A. You want to find A, you want to find B, you want to find C. A deals with vertices, the B deals with covertices, and C deals with foci. Now look at that equation. You have to ask yourself, is it x squared over A squared plus y squared over B squared equals 1? Or is it the other way, x squared over B squared plus y squared over A squared equals 1? Which one is it? How do you know? Well, the bigger one, remember the major axis? The bigger one deals with A. Okay, so whatever A is, that's the bigger one. Well, if I know this is something squared, so that's 5 squared. I know this is something squared, that's 2 squared. A is the bigger one. Okay, so we got x squared over 5 squared plus y squared over 2 squared equals 1. Right from here I can find out my A and my B, and then I can find my C for my foci. Okay, now, so the vertices deal with A. Question is it A comma 0, 0 comma A? So you have to know, is the major axis vertical or is it horizontal? Since this is the bigger one, I know A squared is underneath here, okay? Because of major axis. So it's this one. A is underneath x squared. We're good on this. Which one is this equation? This is when the major axis is horizontal. This one is when it's vertical. So right away I'm thinking this. A equals square root of 25, 5. B equals square root of 4, that's 2. I got A and B already to help me find these. So vertices. Now the question is it A comma 0 or 0 comma A? So since it's horizontal, I draw myself a picture here. My vertices are here and here, which mean to me, excuse me, A comma 0, negative A comma 0. So it's A comma 0. So 5 comma 0 and negative 5 comma 0. I got that from my picture, just helping me out. I didn't memorize. Okay, now what's next? Covertices. You get that from your B. Well, that's the other way. If it's A0, then it's the B. It's always 0 comma B, which is 2, and 0 comma negative 2. It's the other way, right? You can look at your picture and do the same thing. Up here, that's 0 comma B. So 0 comma 2, 0 comma negative 2. Your covertices. Alright, now, your foci deal with C. You can't get that from just your picture here. You have to use a formula. Star this thing. C squared equals A squared minus B squared. Circle that, star that. This is only for an ellipse. There's another one that if you just change one thing, it's for a hyperbola. So please star this thing. Minus is for an ellipse. Okay? Foci, all we need to do is use this formula. C squared. I don't know C, so I can't put it in. So C squared equals A squared. What's A squared? Right here. 25. Minus B squared, which is right here. 4. So C squared equals 21, which means foci deals with C. What is C? So square root this, square root this. Square root of 21, that doesn't break down. So therefore, is it Which one is it? Square root of 21 0 or 0 square root of 21? Go back to your picture and decide. Your foci have to be on the major axis. Here, somewhere here. If you had a coordinate right on the x-axis, what does it start with? It starts with the number, comma, 0. So square root of 21, comma, 0, and negative root 21, comma, 0. That's how you get you identify your major aspects of an ellipse. And if you had to graph it, once again, I find my A, my B, and put them on the graph here. A is 5, go 5 over here, 5 over here. Put B, go B up, B down. And then find your C, and then just say, okay, square root of 21 is about this decimal. Put it here, put it here. Draw an ellipse, okay? So that's it. That's how you find the important characteristics here.